welcome back to Jeff Lewis Obsessed, where I recap Jeff Lewis live every weekday at 12 o'clock California time, 3 p.m. New York City time. Thank you so much for joining me live, or if you're on the replay, no worries. We love to hear what you have to say, so please get comfortable in comments. Make sure to give me a like, make sure to give me a follow and a comment on my videos. I would really, really appreciate it. How is your day? Did anyone get their BravoCon one-day tickets today? Are you so excited? I cannot wait to meet so many of y'all in Las Vegas in November for BravoCon. Do not give up hope. I am continuing to manifest, and I will tell you in 1 second something I've been manifesting and I learned is coming true. Okay, it's about Jeff Lewis and my love of Roni. Shout out, everybody. Like I said, get comfortable in comments. Tell us what you think. Talk amongst yourselves. I love how y'all become friendly and answering each other's questions. Thank you for the follow, Marianne. Love it, love it, love it. And as always, don't worry if you join in late. The replay goes up immediately. Okay, so let's get started with shout out news. Okay, Lisa Rinna is one of the few that have blocked me. Yes, I know it's shocking. I don't even know why she blocked me. The people that block me are people I don't even ever follow. Tom Sandoval blocked me. Gage, Scott Anderson, Rinna. And I find it out because I go to look at their account for something that somebody tells me about. And I'm like, oh shit, they deleted their account. Then I'm like, oh, they deleted their account from me. Anyway, so several of you, thank you, Jeff Lewis Sluice, that have sent me the DM telling me about Lisa Rinna asking reality stars to boycott BravoCon. Girls, love a Rinna, okay? Love some drama. Love a girl that owes more on her house than it's worth after like 30 years. Shade. And doesn't renovate it. But there's no way in hell she would ever turn down a free trip to Las Vegas and lots of attention. I was there in the audience last year when they booed her. I don't agree with booing her because I think she's TV gold and I'm here for it. But I don't agree with her asking people to boycott BravoCon. No way in hell is anyone going to do that. So I don't believe they will at all. Tell me in comments if you think the Bravo celebrities, and don't just do that if you're pissed off because you haven't gotten your BravoCon ticket, because I think you will. Don't lose hope. I'm manifesting it. I promise you. But tell me in comments, do you think anyone is going to end up boycotting BravoCon? I don't. Anyways, okay, Kim Zolciak, she posted some stories yesterday of like, this is the first time I think since they've mentioned the divorce, okay, or since they've gotten back together, since they've taken the divorce filing away from both of them. This is the first time she's really tagged him in something that I've seen. So I guess he was cooking bacon, which I'm sorry, y'all, did that bacon look like the cheapest bacon ever? It was like 99% fat. It was kind of weird. My husband likes a very meaty, the more expensive bacon. Anywho, maybe they can't pay their Target bill, so they couldn't buy the good bacon. Anyways, but in her Instagram stories, he's cooking bacon and eggs, and she's really talking about how OCD he is. But I don't know. Is she just trying to mention him, like, because TMZ recently came out with an article saying that there's no hope for them reconciling, that they're going to split up again eventually. Sort of reminds me about what Shannon Madura did yesterday. The story came out from weeks ago, which I'd seen rumblings thanks to Bravo and Cocktails. They always give me the inside scoop. And it said that she and John had been kicked out for arguing at some restaurant in Costa Mesa or something like that. I don't know why it took weeks for this information to come out and the person is talking about it. Like, get your camera out, people. If y'all ever see a Bravo celebrity, a reality TV star, Jeff Lewis or the Chumps out in the wild, y'all better get your cameras out and tag me in the post. I want to see it. But anyway, so I think she's just mentioning him because she's trying to detract people. And maybe they are working on things. I mean, I guess, they've got 6 children amongst themselves. So we do hope that they get their shit together. Speaking of not having their shit together, Ariana Grande, what in the actual? So this is proving what I have said all along. Scandival is no different. And matter of fact, things are much worse in real life when there is a marriage involved, which Tom and Ariana were not legally married, and they have no children together. This happens all the time when people cheat amongst friends, right? So Ariana Grande is famously now dating a guy that looks like her brother, Frankie Grande. Do y'all remember him from Big Brother, Celebrity Big Brother? Anyways, he's a huge like dancer, performer. I don't know. He's really, really huge. But anyways, he looks like her brother. It's kind of weird. But anyways, she was friendly with this couple, hung out with their newborn baby all the time. Now it comes out they've been having an affair this whole time. So again, it just goes to show you Scandal is no different and things are much worse if you ask me. Bravo Lowdown says no show schedules and BravoCon is a mess. I tagged you. I don't know what that means. Okay, you have to tell me. Speaking of manifesting, I told y'all, or I'm going to tell you now, I've been manifesting that my new favorite Roni girl, Erin Lychee, is going to be on Jeff Lewis Live. And she is. I mean, she's going to be on the Tuesday show when Jeff Lewis is in New York. New York, the week of August 7th, I think is the Monday. He gave us the scheduled lineup. It's like Dorinda. Is it Jill Zarin? Is it Margaret Josephs? Nicole Ryan from whatever, and then Erin Lychee. I am dying. Some of my favorites. Let me know in comments who you are most excited about or who you really don't want. Because as we know, and we'll chat about that in a second, y'all do not want MJ. A lot of you were so mean. People just DM'd me. So mean, talking about her outfit and her body. Come on, Jeff Lewis Chumpettes, be better. I don't think it was any of y'all. There are a lot of Jeff Lewis Live listeners that can be just super cruel. And I feel like when you do it on a public platform like Jeff Lewis's Instagram underneath the coffee picture, I just feel it's heartless and rude. I mean, they read this shit, you know what I mean? And that's just hurtful. But anyways, what else? Oh, another person that's going to be on next week that Jeff was like, F you people. Jeff was on it today, don't you think? He was on a rant. But he mentioned that Patty Stanger is going to be on next week. And he was like, do not send me the DMs, Karens. I've got enough going on. I don't even want to hear it. I've decided I'm having her on, so I don't even want to hear it, which I sort of love, right? Let me see what y'all's comments are saying. Jean White says the bacon looked horrible. The eggs no better. So yeah, I know. I'm like judging Croy and Kim on the quality of the bacon that they buy. Judgy McJudgy pants over here. What in the actual hell? Okay, I just saw a comment. Is Jeff and Stu together? Okay, we will definitely chat about that, and I will give you my thoughts because clearly the elephant in the room. I don't think we can not discuss it any longer after today's show. But anyways, yeah. Okay, so today on Friday's show was Mercedes Javid, as we call her MJ, and Dr. Donna D. We knew that today was going to be an announcement. Did Jeff really announce her show, or is he super kind of vague about it? I don't know. I guess it's going to be August 14th. It's going to be called Calling Dr. Donna on Mondays. I don't know. I just thought it was super weird the way he announced it. I kind of wanted, maybe I need to check his Instagram. Maybe there's an announcement on there. Maybe there's something on the 789. But anyways, can you tell? Is MJ going to be a part of it or no? Like, I kind of thought it'd be both of them. I can't really tell. Y'all tell me in comments what you think. Okay, the entire first segment, Jeff was just bitching and moaning. He's not mentioning Stu. He's not mentioning employees. He's not mentioning colleagues. But he's basically saying everyone a lot of people in his life are victims. He is very good about apologizing. He's saying he doesn't feel like other people take personal responsibility for their lives. This is one way that me and Jeff Lewis, my little birthday buddy, are very similar. I am all for personal responsibility. Matter of fact, at dinner last night, my husband and I were talking to the 19-year-old, something about like credit and how that kind of works, how I bought my first house, things like that. Just living within your means. I don't feel a lot of people take personal responsibility for themselves. And I don't mean things that are out of your control, okay? I mean things that we actually can control. We're just not taking responsibility for. So I agree with Jeff that that's one thing that really bothers me about people. But I sort of wanted Jeff to say something, right? So somebody in comments is saying, are Jeff and Stu together? I am gathering they are going through something, because Jeff was very clear about the relationship. We know he's only with Chef Stu. It's not like he's dating others and that kind of thing. We know he wasn't talking about his ex, Gage Edwards. But he was doing it in a respectful way. So I feel like whatever he's done, because he has burned that effing bridge before, right? I mean, he has thrown Stu under the freaking bus before multiple times. I don't feel like he did that this time. I feel like he is going through something. Clearly, he's probably told Dr. Donna about it all at dinner last night, breakfast this morning. God knows the empathy fatigue that Shane Douglas must be going through. I swear to you. But I do feel like they must be going through something. We know that Chef Stu is in New York right now. I'm not really sure if it's all business, a little bit of fun. He did do an Instagram live the other day with Margaret Joseph, so that was super fun. But I don't know. He's not saying anything. The last time he talked about it, he was like, we're great. We're really not arguing. This is like 6 or 7 weeks. Things are great. But he very clearly says, I've just thrown my hands up. I'm basically not going to stress over it. I'm going to stress over the things that are important in my life, which is my daughter, Monroe. We know he's going through a lot with Monroe, and we'll talk about the Gage thing at the end of the show today soon. But I think he's just decided that at 53 years old, he can only do so much. Like parenting, being a dad has to be number one in his life. Don't you feel like? So if you ask me if I think they're together, I think they're probably going through something. If you want to call it on pause, I'm not really sure. Who knows? Jeff has really gotten better, which is worse to me, at being super vague about things or just not mentioning it at all. But we can all read through the lines. We know our Jeffrey very freaking well, don't we? So that was the whole first segment, right? Dr. Donna is talking to him about adulting and provocative victim, which sounds a lot like what Jeff doesn't like. Take responsibility. Anthony Anderson the other day, oh, I left in time, but there was a lot of traffic. Jeff's like, okay, and? Like, don't give me excuses. Tell me reasons that you decided to be late today, because Jeff doesn't give anything. It takes a lot for Jeff to recognize something as an excuse, right? So I think it's got to be really hard to work for Jeff. Really, really hard to date Jeff. But he's so freaking lovable. He's so freaking cute, y'all. I tell you, I've met him so many times. He has got the it factor. You know what I mean? He has just got that where he walks in a room and everyone wants 5 seconds to chat with him. You know what I mean? Everyone wants attention from Jeff Lewis. I tell you, I do. I mean, I love him so much. Oh, it's pathetic. Pathetic. Okay, Jeff and Stu are on pause again. Wasn't the last big blow up when Stu said he can't take the pause anymore? So much turmoil. Oh yeah, Jeff has said over and over again, look, this is not healthy. I am going to stop the pauses. If next time we break up, we break up for good. That was about 3 pauses ago, y'all. So, okay, I didn't know what slow ghosting was and boundaries, but I kind of believe Shane and Jeff. I truly believe, and I even thought about this with DMs, okay? I think they're really good at like liking a couple of DMs just to kind of let you know, hey, I see you, I'm not ignoring you, but they don't give you the full attention that you want. So I think that's what Jeff and Shane are talking about, whether they do it with guys that like them, whether they do that with their chumps, whether they do that with listeners. I do think it's a way of them not hurting people's feelings. I think Shane is super empathetic. Is that the word? Super sweet. You know, he's just not an asshole. I mean, and I don't think deep down Jeff is an asshole. I just think he can come off as being that, and he can say some asshole things, and he can certainly do some asshole moves. But I think that's all in protecting Jeff and preventing himself from getting hurt. So in the end, it's all about him being just a little hurt, you know, childhood trauma kid at the time. I guess Jeffrey is his name, right? So we'll talk about the after show in a little bit, but they do talk about your name that you give your childhood, which I gave myself Savannah. I was in the shower and I was finishing listening to the Jeff Lewis after show, and I was like, I don't know. I also washed my feet. I also used my little loofah scrub. But I gave myself my name Savannah. I don't know, but anyways, I love that Julie and Brandy were really getting a talking to, basically by Dr. Donna saying, y'all are not living an authentic friendship. It was really kind of weird. Oh, reality cowgirl. Diane says Stu looks unhappy in all of his Instagram posts. Oh, that makes me so freaking sad. I'm going to have to go back and look at them. I mean, oh, Sarah says that too. Speaking of Sarah's, I have not called into the Jeff Lewis After Show, y'all. Y'all know when I call in on Radio Andy, I say, this is Sarah from Texas, okay? Because I am from Texas and my name is Sarah. There's been so many Sarahs calling into the after show. I'm like all over. I'm like, is this the same Sarah? And she's just calling in saying different cities and states. It's kind of interesting. Okay. So MJ brings up the wine guy. Remember when Jeff Lewis was in New York? He and Stu were not on a pause as far as we knew. And he talks about talking to this guy and like exchanging DM. And Monroe was in his room. He goes up to his room and the guy messages him on Instagram and says, hey, I've got a glass of wine to give to you. I am sorry. I have been married 23 years almost. If a guy Instagrammed me and said, hey, I've got a glass of wine to bring up to your hotel room, can I bring it up? And I said, yes, that's the line. I don't want to say that Jeff cheated. I don't want to say that Jeff kissed the guy or did more. But my heart of hearts says that Jeff Lewis did more in that situation. Tell me what you think. Tell me if you feel like Stu has been very understanding and what's the word when you accept apologies, whatever that word is, very easy on Jeff with some of the situations, especially the one that Jeff told us about with, asking his ex Gage for a blowjob. I mean, I'm like, y'all weren't on a break. It wasn't a pause. You know what I mean? Oh, that was in LA when they were on a staycation when the power was out. No, this was New York City for sure because he had Monroe with him. The one I'm talking about where he met a guy at a bar and the guy DM'd him and said, hey, I've got a glass of wine for you to bring up. And Jeff let him do it. True, Laura. I'd be concerned about the wine being drugged. Exactly. I mean, Jeff Lewis is famous and he knows it, right? So he's got to realize, and he even admitted at the time that he is so worried about like Shane and his chumps, like being drugged or being, kidnapped or something happening to Zach Noe Towers on one of his dates. He's so worried about them, but I don't think he puts all those security measures on himself, right? Like when he tells his listeners where he's going to be, what time, you never know what crazies could show up. And no, I'm not one of them. I'm not crazy. I'm just a fan, y'all. Just a fan. Anne Marie says 1,000%. Yeah, I just feel like he doesn't. Is it because Jeff worries about his friends and family so much more than he worries about himself? Like, I just think he loves other people almost more. Oh, we're getting deep now. Y'all, I've only got a psychology minor from 1995, but I feel like Jeff loves other people more than he loves himself. Like, he would rather take a bullet emotionally for his chumps than he would him getting hurt. Am I wrong? Bex Drew says, Jeff was wrong. Jeff would go ape shit on Stu if he had a guy in his room. Abso-fucking-lutely he would. Mariah Joy, I think Jeff is sometimes not the best drunk, but he always says he is, right? He has people like Megan who protect him when he's out and about like that. And they've talked about that one time. I don't remember exactly what it was, but a fan had come up to Jeff and they were leaving the Abbey and Megan was very clear, like, I got you out of there. And I've done that with my friends. There are times when you know that someone is not doing well. And as a friend, that's what you do is you protect them. And that's what a true chumpette does to somebody else. And you know what? I will do that to any of y'all at BravoCon. But you know what? I might be the drunk at BravoCon this time. All my friends were like, I want you to drink at BravoCon. I'm like, okay. I think I had 3 drinks total at BravoCon 2022. First of all, when a drink is $25, I just ain't there for that. But anyways. Okay, what else? What'd you think about Dr. Donna talking about the 2 sisters of Jeff? Fear and worry. And he mentioned, this is why I think they're on a pause. He mentioned something about something's going on a week or 2 ago, right? that's about, to me, the time frame of when he stopped saying things about Stu, right? About mentioning him. Stu hasn't been at the happy hour last Friday. He won't be on the Chump happy hour tonight. I don't know. I don't love it. Don't love it. I love me some Stu. If you were new here, just know I love Chef Stu. I love Jeff Lewis. Whether they're together or not, excuse me, I just want them to be happy. You know what I mean? I know that sounds so cheesy, but I really do. And I don't know. Something keeps bringing them back together. Like, I could never be in a tumultuous relationship like that. Like, I just couldn't. That would drive me nuts. I can't deal with the stress. I don't go days, I don't go hours without talking to my husband. If I'm pissed off about something, I just say it and get it off my chest. You know what I mean? So I don't know. You would think after all this therapy that Jeff and Stu and the couples therapy they've been together, that it would be better, right? I don't know. Okay. The Gage thing. Okay. Y'all want to talk about the Gage thing, or just y'all want to go straight into the after show? Let me know. Do you think Jeff would ever date anyone his age? Oh, Anne Marie says, I love Stu. Same for me, Sarah. Do I think Jeff would ever date someone his age? No. You know why? I think Jeff likes to be in control. In general, this is a major generalization. In general, the older you are, the more financially and emotionally and, socially stable you are. So I think Jeff likes to be older for that reason. I think he likes a young person. The wiener goes up, the better, the younger you are. You look better, the wrinkles look better. But I think there's a big part of it that Jeff likes being the top, literally and figuratively, in a relationship. And, Gage was much younger. Have y'all done the math? How much younger? Okay, did Gage just turn 38? For some reason, I'm thinking he just turned 38. Jeff is 53. So is that 15 years? I have no idea, y'all. Jeff is 11 years older than Stu. So I don't know. All these comments were not going up. I'm so sorry. I'm missing a bunch of comments on Instagram. Okay, let's chat about Gage. What do you think? Jeff basically at the end of the segment tells this story that he's been trying to get Monroe into therapy, and Gage didn't agree with the therapist he chose. Finally, they agreed. She doesn't have it. Shout out Donna Bowling. Make sure you're joining Daily Dose of Donna every day. She does a recap of everything. So it's amazing. And can I say this, Donna? We haven't really talked details. I think we're going to do a group meetup of some sort at BravoCon. Dosers and Chumpettes unite. Oh my God, please tell me it's true, Donna. Anyways, make sure you're following Donna Bowling. DANA, Daily Dose of Donna. Anyways, I get distracted when she gets on because I start thinking about BravoCon and meeting her. The way I'm so excited to meet other Chumpettes that I've never met before, I just love it. I've been so lucky to meet so many people over the last year that I've done this fan account. I've met other people. I've traveled with them. I've gone to shows. I talk on the phone with some of you. I DM with a lot of you. I cannot wait to meet so many of y'all at BravoCon. I just cannot wait. So if you're on the fence about going, do not worry. Don't worry if this is your first trip alone. You will not be alone. I will have a meetup. We will all meet other Chumpettes and Dosers. We will have so much fun. It'll be so good. Let's go to the gay bar they went to last time they were in Vegas. Oh, definitely, Diane. I cannot wait. We are going to have so much fun. Make sure y'all join the Jeff Lewis Obsessed Facebook group because that's really where we're going to be able to put all the details. Of course, I'll always put it on my Instagram stories too. So anyways, okay, Gage. Jeff basically said, fuck you, I'm never signing that paperwork. So I'm on Jeff's side on this, but I absolutely understand Gage's side. Jeff has proven that when he is ready to light the room on fire, he absolutely will, and he doesn't care when he's not getting along with Gage, he is going to take Gage down and do anything and everything to piss off Gage. I don't know that he necessarily does it on purpose. I think Jeff can't help himself. I think Jeffrey comes out and he just gets the ball rolling, and I sort of wonder, which we see the Jeff Lewis video now, we see the commercial breaks. You sort of wonder if Shane has a sign, hold up a 1, which means knock it down. You don't want to say all this crap on the radio. I think somebody needs to rein Jeff in sometimes. You know what I mean? Olas Paravalar says Gage uses Monroe and a judge needs to see it's harming her. I think they're both using Monroe, to be all honest. As much as I want to, blow smoke up Jeff Lewis's ass, I am a human and I only hear Jeff's side. That's the problem. I do think there's probably three sides to this situation. But I think who said it recently? Monica? Somebody said it recently that one of Jeff's close chumps said that Jeff and Gage were both saying Carrie Lewis said it the other day. Basically, she said that when y'all are not getting along, both of y'all don't make decisions that are in the best interest of Monroe, right? So crazy. Mariah, I really don't know how Gage pays for all those lawyer bills. I can't stop thinking about how much money they spend on lawyers. That money could be going to Monroe's education. Yeah, it could be going into Channel 789. Like literally, the amount that Jeff said he spent $20,000 last month. He's not paying for Gage's lawyer bills. I don't think. I don't think that's in the agreement or whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean? Crazy. Okay, the Jeff Lewis after show. We will touch on it for just a second. Basically, it was much more stuff. One thing I didn't know, I have met Brandy and Julie now 3 different times. Julie's so cool. Brandy is so hot. Like, it's hard to talk to her. She's so pretty. I've never noticed that Brandy has like rainbow nails, and she says she does them herself. I've just never noticed that. You would think rainbow nails would be super noticeable, and I've never noticed that. But anyways, Julie's childhood trauma name is Elliot. Brandy's childhood trauma name is Brianna. And what was Donna's? It was like baby girl or something. It was super weird if you ask me. You know what they say? Some therapists are more effed up than other people, than their client, their patients. And I wonder if Donna's got a little walkie doodle in her. Oh, I look great in that green. Thank you so much. What else are y'all saying? Jean says, does Gage actually work or have an income? I don't exactly know what Gage does. I really don't. I do think it's something in the designer business, something in the business side of home interior design or something. But I think he's much more of a business side than actual home design, like interior design. But I don't know. If anyone knows, let me know. If anything is a sleuth, it is Jeff Lewis people for sure. Abs-freaking-lutely. I see a bunch of y'all joining in late. Do not worry. The Instagram live goes up immediately afterwards to watch the replay. Make sure you like and comment. I would really appreciate it. And also the YouTube replay goes up immediately on the YouTube channel, Jeff Lewis Obsessed. Also follow me on TikTok and Threads, the Facebook group, the Facebook page, Jeff Lewis Obsessed. Follow me everywhere. I'd really appreciate it. He's a Tom Ford model. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Okay, somebody brought this up, and I'm going to say this because I really do think it's true. I don't know where I saw this. Did somebody DM me or I don't agree with this. Somebody was attacking Alyssa saying, what is she doing with the digital channel? It's all the same content. I don't agree it's all the same content, but I do hope the promos start being changed out soon. They're playing some of them over and over and over again. And I think there's so many good audio clips that they can use that I don't know why they're playing the same ones over and over again, but I don't really know. Give me your thoughts on that. Okay, well, it is 30 minutes in. Why does that say it's 2:30 and this one says I've been on for 28 minutes? I don't know why it says that. That's so weird. Beverly says Jeff and Gage hate each other more than they love Monroe. It's so sad. You ain't wrong. Oh, you love green on me. Have a great weekend. Oh, I'm the realest chump there is. Thank you so much. Honestly, though, help a chumpette out. Help me by liking. Just push the like button. It's free to you. Make a comment as soon as you see my videos. I would really appreciate it. Whatever you say, even if you say just love Jeff Lewis, love your channel, whatever you say, anything. It just put a heart. Anything helps with my engagement. So I would really, really appreciate it. I hate the promo where they talk about counting drinks. Yeah, Wendy Cindy got that. I mean, I like that one. It's where Sutton says it. But they air it all the dang time. Yeah, they need some new ones. Okay, so I'm not the only one that thinks that. Don't forget to listen to the Chump Happy Hour tonight at 5 o'clock Pacific on channel 789. It is Megan, it is Doug, it is Shane, it is Jeff. I hope Jeff lightens up a little bit. I don't want him to come in as if it's a Jeff Lewis Live. I want him to come in as if it's Chump Happy Hour and he's relaxed and there to have fun. You know what I mean? Like they're not nervous like he's the boss. Oh, I was going to say maybe Stu will surprise us, but I guess he's still in New York based on his Instagram. Maybe he'll say something about Stu tonight. I don't know. I just love those boys so much. You know what I mean? Okay, well, thank you so much for joining me. Make sure to tune in tomorrow, Instagram Live and my YouTube channel, where we will just kind of have a fun chat at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern, to talk about the Chump Happy Hour and just anything in general, everything and anything and everything. Bye, Chumpettes.